Let's work out full body. Welcome to today's full body class. I want you to bring 2 sets of weights with you as we usually do, and you're absolutely welcome to bring 3 sets if you would like to, so you have a little bit more variety to work with. Let's get to the back of our mat to start for our warm-up. So starting in this warm-up, we're going to take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're going to take a few breaths in and out just to get the body ready, and then for our full warm-up, here we go. 1 breath in, arms overhead. 1 breath out, hands come down. 2 more like that. Breathe in, open that chest. Bring the air out. 1 more, last one. And exhale, hands come down. Take the inhale, bring those arms all the way overhead. Bring them parallel to the mat, or keep your biceps at your ears, and let's get into some squats. So bend the knees, hips go back, and then come all the way up to standing. Here's number 2. We have just a slight hinge of that chest forward. And that's your number 3, pulling the shoulders back and down. Remember right here, this is number 4, with the palms facing each other. Here's number 5, just getting to the legs and into the back because we have our arms up. And here's number 7, we're going to be doing 10 of these. Just like everything else we do today, we're doing 10. Alright, last 2, pull those knees wide so they don't cave in. Last 1, we're going to come up to complete the route, come down, hold. 10, 9, 8, pull those knees wide. 7, 6, bum weight back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, forward fold. Gentle forward fold, keeping the feet a little bit closer. The hands don't hit the mat, that's okay. You can bring them onto the shins or some blocks or something. Just lengthening the hamstrings a little bit. Let's walk ourselves forward to a plank where we drop those knees down into tabletop. Start to dip the lower back down and then round it up towards the sky. A few more times. You can keep the neck forward if you're not quite ready to bring the neck into the mix, or you can add the neck in by looking up and then looking back down at your feet, your quads. So 2 more like this. Alright, last one. Arching and rounding. Bring your knees back to a modified plank. Hands slightly forward, bending into those elbows. Untuck the toes, arms come into a cactus position. We're going to press the forearms down and then slowly ripple ourselves down. So we're not using the whole back body quite yet. We're using the support of the arms to start. We have 3 more. Just come up as high as feels good for you. Final 2, so you don't have a ton of spine flexibility. I don't want you coming up too high. This could also be a micro movement. 1 more, stay with this motion. If you need more support, or start to press the hips down, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest and the thighs. So now we're really working into the back body. The whole back side of the body, the glutes, the hamstrings. I want 3 more, just warming up here. Final 2. Again, you decide how high you come up. We're not bending in the knees at all. We're keeping the legs quite straight. That's your last one. Take the hands in the shoulders, tuck the toes. We press back to a tabletop. We go here for a moment, anything that feels good for you, and then we're going to tuck those toes under. Press into the hands, working the mat, downward dog. Press the chest towards the thighs. No need to drop the heels if your hamstrings don't like that. We start to bring the right foot forward, step in between the hands. Bring the right fingertips up to the sky, twisting through the spine. Hand comes down for support before we press back to downward dog. Left side, bring it forward. Twist the chest open towards the long edges of your mat. This is number 3. You can start to press the hips down slightly. Great work. This is number 4. Opening to the hip flexors, opening to the glutes. Here's number 5 and halfway, because again we're doing 10. Set it back, open up that chest. And 6. So really warming up the whole body with this exercise. I love this exercise. You have 2 more on either side. It allows everything to work and to stretch. And using this twisting motion when we warm up is very important. It's a motion that we don't use One more, great work. Feet become hip width apart or wider. Start to plate the hips, walking hands back to the back of the mat for a wide leg forward fold. Bending those knees, coming back the way we came. Taking those arms up parallel to the mat or biceps to ears. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Get a little lower. Get a little lower. Stand all the way up. Great. Come into the center of the mat. Feet again, nice and wide, quite a bit wider than feet width apart. Bending to that right knee, taking them up to the back of the mat. Twisting, dropping those left fingertips down to the mat. Come up through center, other side. Bend to the side lunge. So twisting through the torso as you come down to that side lunge. Great work. Watch when you come down to side lunge, your knee doesn't cave in. Weight is even on the bottom foot. So keep the weight even on the inner and outer edge of the foot. Final 4. We're here for 3. We're close for 2. One more. Great. Heels in, toes on 45. Arms up, stretch up, sink down. So bend the knees, pull them back. Bending those knees, pulling them back. Trying to reach for that pinky toe. Don't go over the pinky toe with the knees though. I don't think you'll be able to, just in case. The knees are going to track over the middle of the foot. That's 5 and halfway. This is 6. Press that pelvis forward. Squeeze the glutes and the inner thighs when you come up here. 7. So squeeze the inner thighs and the glutes. This is for 8. I don't even know where the hands are going. 2 more. That's 9. Reach up. Last one. Awesome job. Sink, hold. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze those inner thighs. 7. Pull those knees back. 6. Bend the knees more. 5. Chest is lifted. 4, 3, 2. You are done. All right. Get your weights for legs. I'm gonna start with legs today for a single leg squat. I'll show you from 2 different angles. So we're gonna try set up. We're gonna go with the left leg first. Bring that right foot out. Step it back slightly. Weights come on either side of the left foot. All the weight is in the left foot. You're just high on that right toe for balance. All right. Lay the right knee up towards the side. Here's number 4. Booty to the back of the mat. This is 5 and halfway. Chest slightly hinges forward. Great work. This is 7. Weights even on that bottom left foot. Here's 8. This is 11. Almost every 9. Alright, this is the last one. Awesome job. Get your weight for biceps. So maybe you want to use something a little bit heavier, or sorry, a little bit lighter for your arms. Palms face each other. Elbows are tight. Come all the way up. Lower them to the side. So for a hammer curl here. Great work. Here's number 3. I'm not coming all the way up and releasing the tension. I'm keeping the tension at the top. Here's 4. Keep the elbows tight. Don't let them go back here. Right, that's 6. 7. Doing just beside the body. Slow and controlled. 2 more. This is our last one. Last one. Slowly come down. Don't just drop the weights. Get those leg weights back in your hands. Same setup. I'm going to show you from the side. So that right foot is slightly back. Start by lifting the chest. Slight little bend in that left knee because you're not locking it out. Press the left foot down to come up. Here's number 2. So you're really high on that right toe because you just need some balance. But you're working in the left leg only. Here's your 5 and halfway. So see how the chest just hinged forward slightly? Here's your 6. Press the foot down. Number 7. Go a little bit slower. Don't rush this. Good. 2 more. If you're not struggling and shaking, you need a heavier set of weights. And you can do that next time that you do this class. Alright, let's place these weights down. Second set of hammer curls. Arms face each other, and we curl. So we're doing 2 sets of 10 today. And then we're going to move on to a different set of exercises. This is number 4. Deep breathing while you're here. 5, not taking any breaks. You're going to get a little bit of a cardiovascular workout as well. We're here for 7. Almost here for 8. We're so close. This is 9. If you're not struggling and shaking, you know what I'm going to say. You need the heavier sets. Alright? But you need to do this once before you even know, right? Okay, we're going to get into a sumo deadlift. Feet are going to be wider than hip width. Okay, so nice and wide. I'll show you from the side because it's important. They have a nice flat back. Palms face the body. Slight little bend into those knees. We hinge the body forward, flat back, and then we squeeze, come up. So just let the weights dangle beneath the shoulders. You're not bringing them forward or back. They're directly below the shoulders. Come up. Hinge the hips back as you drop the chest. Great work. This is number 4. You have a slight little tuck of that chin. So the tail, the spine, and the crown are in one long line. That's halfway. Core is tight. You're flexing the abdominals. You have 4 more. I like to hinge down to flat back. Squeeze the inner thighs and the hamstrings as you come up. This is 3. Press the feet down. Squeeze the backside of the legs. You have 2 more. You might not want to come down so low. Maybe you don't come down so low. Last one. Alright, so you can dilute if you need to. With that exercise, depending on your hamstrings, flexibility, and how that feels in your lower back. Alright, we're going to be here for a standing chest fly. To alternate this exercise with, so the palms are going to be facing forward. And you're going to cross it over, bring it down. Left arm crosses to that right shoulder. Squeeze the chest, bring it down. Here's number 2. I have a bend in my elbow. I'm still breathing here. This is 3. Come down slow. Cross squeeze. Lower slow. Great. So just one arm at a time so we can cross over and squeeze the chest. This is 5. So that's our halfway mark. 5 more on either side. Cross over a little bit more if you can. 4 more on either side. I'm keeping the shoulders square to the front. So I'm not twisting my body over, keeping those shoulders square to the front. Final 3. I'm coming out shoulder height. When I lift my weight up, that is to shoulder height. Last 2, I'm standing up tall with my shoulders over my hips. Alright, this is it. Last one on either side. Squeeze, lower, last squeeze, lower it down. Back to our second set of the sumo deadlift. Then we move on. Same setup. Feet nice and wide, knees slightly bent. First set up through the lower body, so you feel stable. Shoulders back, not pushing that back, but just open up that chest, place the shoulders back. And then first thing, the booty sticks out to the back. You start taking the chest forward. Come down, lengthen the hamstrings. Then squeeze to come up. So feel that lengthening in the hamstrings, nice and slow. You can come up a little bit faster. So I'm going to lower slower than we come up. That's number 3. Here's number 4. When you're lowering down here, we're squeezing right here to come up. That's 4. Here's number 5. You're also squeezing those inner thighs. Alright, that's your 7. We're getting so close. This is where you're able to gauge if you use the right weights or not. You have 2 left. Weights come directly beneath the shoulder. The last one. Just as good as, the form is just as good as the first one. Second set of the standing chest fly. Get that body, lower body stable. Palms are facing forward. Here we go. Up to shoulder height. Slowly lower down. Up to shoulder height, so squeeze right here in the chest. That's where you're going to squeeze. Here's 2. Crossing it over so we're not going directly in front of the body. This is number 3. Again, come down slower than you want to. Here we are for 5. I love this upper body exercise. It's not just chest. It's also shoulders and biceps. We are halfway through. So we only have 5 more. Then we're going to get back to the single leg squat on the right side. Final 4. We are so close. Lift it up, little pause at the top every time. Focus on keeping your shoulders square to the front. 3 more. So make sure you're not twisting the shoulders or the hips. Final 2. We have 1 more on either side. You should barely be able to do the last rep. If it's easier, if you're not swearing at me right now, next time heavier set. Alright, let's get to that right side single leg squat. I'll show you from the front first, side second set. So I'm standing on the right leg firmly, the left leg goes out to the side, and then slightly back. So I can use this toe as a kickstand. All the weight is in the right leg. Take as much weight out of the left toe as you possibly can. Here's number 3. Press the foot down. Great job. This is number 4. Bum back. Press that heel down. Use your 5. You don't want that knee going super far forward of your toe. We're close. This is number 7. Stand up tall at the top. That's 8. Get a little lower. 2 more. Bend your right knee a little bit more. Last one. Awesome. Alright. We're going to get into an eccentric row. Feet are hip width apart. Hinging forward here. We're going to pull the weights up to our hips. And we're going to come down really slowly as the back muscles lengthen. Here's 2. Weights are coming to the hips, not the rib cage. And 3. So be eccentric. As the muscle lengthens, we're going really slow. Pull for 4. Control the way down. Pull for 5. So try and squeeze those elbows back and up. Now 6, get them nice and high. Up towards the sky. You're here for 7. Back muscles are pretty big. You can use some heavy weights. That's 8. Make sure the elbows don't flare out wide. You're also not looking up. You're also not looking at your legs. Alright, last one. Pull. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower. Right leg, single leg squat from the side. Step the left foot out. Bring it back. Stand up tall to start. And then you bend the right knee a lot. Press the foot down to come up. See how far my bum goes towards the back of the mat. So I don't want to be coming forward with the knee and the hips. I want to be keeping them back. This is 4. Left knee sways out to the side. Halfway. If you're not shaking, you know what to do. That's 6. You can keep looking ahead. Now how you keep your balance. That's 7. You can challenge yourself by coming really high on the left toe. So just like this, really high. That is 8. You have 2 more. You won't be able to place much weight enough to work on the right side of it. Last one. Great. Second set of eccentric rows. We're here, hinge forward. So feet are a little bit closer together. here or here. Flat back, hands forward. Reach up and down with the shoulders. Pull. Slowly, slowly, slowly come down. That's 2. Looking at the front of your big toes, not at the feet. Roll for 3. You have to keep that core tight. Engaged. Squeeze for 4. Take the weights back further than you want to. Don't put them up here, put them back here. That was our halfway. So that's 6. We are so close for 7. Stay with me. Don't drop the weights down. We're here for 8. Squeeze. Just a couple more. Last one. Come down even slower, even slower, even slower, even slower. Great job. We're gonna lay down for some triceps. So get your weights for triceps. And we're gonna lay all the way down onto our back. Here we are. Leave your feet on the floor. Take those weights up. Bring them together. If you want, you can leave them separated if you prefer. They are further back. They are not in front of our face. They are further back. Then the elbows tap the mat. Squeeze up. Keep the elbows back and narrow. So we don't want to let them splay out towards the sides. We want to keep them narrow and back. Here's number 4. Halfway. So make sure you're tapping the mat if you can. So you're getting the fullest range of motion that you can while you're laying on your back. You get a fuller range if you're seated. But that's the variation that we're going to be using today. 2 more. Squeeze up. Last one. Squeeze all the way up. And now we're going to grab onto weights for shoulders. Want to do something heavier than you would for triceps, please. Maybe not as quite as heavy as legs. I would not be happy with you. I'm using 2 sets today, so this is very confusing. And we have a seated shoulder press. Legs here. And there's lots of different variations in my classes. So if you have done a seated shoulder press with me, with the legs out long and you like that one, go ahead. Today I'm going to show here, knees bent, feet on the floor. Now, elbows are not out in line with your shoulders. They're in front. Bring them down. Reach up. So you're sitting up nice and tall. Sit bones down into the mat. They are in one long line. Tail spine crown. Here's number 4. 5 and halfway. Great work. Press up for 6. Lengthen the shoulder muscle. Contract the shoulder muscle. Last 3. Bring it all the way down. You have 2. I'm not leaning forward. I'm not leaning back. 1 more. Come all the way down. These weights can go off to the side. Triceps. You can be laying on your back. If you want a fuller range of motion, you are welcome to stay seated and then get a fuller range of motion. Or you can lay down with me. I find that I can go a little bit heavier when I'm laying down. Here we go. Number 2 already. Stretch, contract. This is 4. Second and final set. 5. Elbows, keep them back. Great work. 6. Keep pushing with me. This is 7. It should be really, really, really difficult. That's your 8. Just 2 more. You're there, you're there, you're there. Last one. Squeeze it up. Alright, good. So good with that. Let's get to our second and final set of shoulders. And then we are almost done this whole thing. We'll have 1 set of exercises after this. Sit up tall, knees bent, feet on the floor, elbows in front of the shoulders. Press. Here's 2. Keep your wrists in line with your forearms. We're not twisting the wrists in or out in a weird way. They're on a 45-degree angle with the forearms. So forearms and shoulders. This is 4. Press up 5 and halfway. Stay sitting up tall. Press up for 6. We're so close for 7. Don't look down, don't look up. You have 2 more. And you're done with shoulders. You have 1 more and you're done. Get those weights up. Slowly bring them down. Place those weights up to the side. We're going to finish off with a super quick little set of core. Lay down on your back. Hands behind the head, shoulders up, toes up. We scissor the legs. While you're here, hold your belly button back to your mat. Suck it up into your ribcage. If you need to modify, you can use your hands down on your hips and on your head. Okay, scissor in the legs. Kneecaps are pointing up. You decide how low you hover. If you only want to come down to 45, you can. Open those elbows up. Sit up nice and high. Get those upper abdominals working. You have 3, 2, last 1. We're here. Bend the knees, feet on the floor. Hands stay behind the head. Reach and tap. Come to the center. Reach and tap through the center. Don't tuck your chin all the way down. Keep a nice long crown. Reach over to the side. Reach as far down towards your foot as you possibly can. Keep breathing. That's your halfway. You only have 1 more set of this, and then you're done. Last 4 on both sides. Sit up higher. You have 3 more. You're here for 2. Reach that body around the side. 1 more. Let's do this. Scissor the legs. Modify if you need to, but I want you to try and push through right to the end. Grip right to the end. Get those upper abdominals working. See if you can bring the bottom of your shoulder blade up off your mat. Keeping your elbows back. Using your hands to support your head and neck. So we're not straining the head and neck. If your lower back is peeling up here, you're going to need to modify. I want that lower back pressed down firmly. Kneecaps are pointing up. We're not opening those hips up. You're reaching length of those toes. The quads are even engaged while you're here. The kneecaps are pulled up onto the thighs. Everything is working for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is it. Knees are bent, feet on the floor. Spit it up. Hands behind the head. Reach to the side. Tap the side of your foot, your heel, or even further down your foot if you can reach. Round 4 already. You're going to stay with me right to the end. That was your halfway. Right to the end. Don't give up on me. I'm here with you. Last 3. Sit up even more. Last 2. Reach even further. 1 more either side. Great work. Let's take a big stretch. Legs up long, arms overhead. Stretching out through that midsection. 1 more big lengthen and stretch. Great work. Let's bring those knees in. And let's stretch the legs. So we'll lay down for a supine figure 4 on either side. Right ankle over left knee, left thigh into chest. You can also do this seated. Just take a couple breaths here. Let's actually bring the hamstring into the mix. Extend the left leg long. You can use your hands on your ankle or the front of your pants or your shin. Also grab onto your toes. If you can't reach, put a towel toes, reach them up. We're also stretching in the hamstring at the same time. Take a couple breaths here. Try and flatten that tailbone down a little bit so you don't have the lower back peeling all the way up. That's going to give you a better stretch in your hamstring and in your glute. All right, one more breath here. Now we'll bring ourselves up to a seated position. We'll bring the right arm across the body. Don't twist the body over. Stretch into that right shoulder. One more breath. Dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. We'll take that to the other side. Just watch your body come back to a steady state right now. Stretching in the left shoulder, staying nice and tall. You did such a good job today, pushing yourself through that whole workout. We're probably about 30 minutes or maybe just over 30 minutes. Coming to the mat, showing up for yourself. You have such a better day today, or a better rest of your day, depending on what time it is for you, because you had just 30 minutes of your day to show up for you and show up for your body. All right, we are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for this full body workout today.